Alright guys, so I'm back once again. After this Chiefs game and whatnot, we had probably the worst thing that could have happened to us. Jimmy G goes down with an injury, and we have to kind of suffer through that. So it's fairly simple. He was running, trying to make a play. He made the play. Jimmy G tried to do what looks to be his best impression of Jet McKinnon or maybe Matt Breida or whoever, and tried to do a spin move. It was a non-contact injury. Has been confirmed that it is his ACL, so hopefully everything will be okay. We'll give him a time frame for recovery. So we lost him and Jarek both to the same injury. So unfortunately we have to deal with that, and we'll go ahead and move forward with CJ Beathard. Now, looks like Shanahan's going to go ahead and promote Nick Mullins from the practice squad as well. I actually like Nick Mullins. If you guys didn't get a chance to catch him in the preseason, the guy was actually pretty awesome. He did really good work for us, processed things very quickly, so I feel like we have a viable backup and a viable starter. What people don't realize is last year Jimmy wasn't playing for us, and we have Brian Hoyer, who's a vet. Hoyer was just losing game after game. We threw CJ in. CJ did get us our first win of the season last year, although it was against the Giants, who were pretty poor, and they don't look too good right now this season. Still, it was a W nonetheless, so that lifted our spirits. As well, CJ is still pretty good. He's very good with his legs. If y'all didn't pay attention last season, that man was running like nobody's business. So, I do see that we can go ahead and go forward with CJ. Our next battle is going to be the Chargers. I'll do another video on that. But for right now, we'll just stick to talking about the quarterbacks. So plain and simple, CJ will be our starter. Nick Mullins is going to be our backup. We're working out several different guys. I'm not even going to try to name all these people that they're going to try to bring in. I know I heard TJ Yates, I heard Matt Moore, heard Tom Savage. So there's a lot of people. Do want to say that I am in a group on Google, and there were a couple people calling for Cap. Now, number one reason that he's not going to bring Cap back, he said this himself, Kyle Shanahan that is, it was very obvious because they're not going to change up the style of offense that they're running to be able to accommodate what he can do and or accommodate his skill set. So, I see a lot of people out there, talking bad about him, calling him crap, calling him this, calling him that. You can say what you want about Colin Kaepernick. You can be as mad as you want about the whole Nike thing, and all you people out there that are pissed off because he took a knee. Maybe you should realize what he took a knee for rather than, him taking a knee. And last time I checked, taking a knee was a sign of respect. Back in the day, that's what you would do. In medieval times, you would kneel to show a sign of respect to someone. So if you're kneeling during something, that's what it technically is supposed to mean. But I guess it doesn't matter, period, point blank. Cap's not coming back. And then at the same time, for all the people that don't like him, you still got to respect his NFL resume. His first game on Monday Night Football, he completely destroyed the Chicago Bears. He has more playoff wins, and he's been to a Super Bowl than most of these quarterbacks that are even in the league, whether they be backups or starters. So you can say what you want about him as far as how you feel personally, from a personal standpoint for him not standing for the flag, but as far as his on-the-field attributes, nothing you can really say. Because if you have other details to come up, by all means, please comment or shoot me a video back to tell me exactly what you have. Because his stats don't lie. The guy is a bona fide winner. Went to the NFC Championship game, went to the Super Bowl. He's done his thing. You know what I'm saying? He has a better record in the playoffs than some of the starters that are there now. And to be honest with you, there are quarterbacks there that some people out there know and love. And these quarterbacks are just great regular season guys. They suck something awful when it comes to the playoffs. Or they're just not that good. I.e., number one guy, Tony Romo. You can get that guy to start and lead you in the season. All season long. Tony Romo is a great regular season quarterback. When the playoffs come, he ain't nowhere to be found because he sucks something awful. He only has 2 playoff wins in his whole career. He spent all that time in Dallas, made all that money for what? To do nothing? Exactly. And this guy, I know people are going to be really upset when I say this, but I will say this as simply as I can. Peyton Manning was not a great postseason quarterback. If you don't believe me, look his records up and tell me he was. He only has 2 Super Bowls to his name, and one with the Colts, one with the Broncos. And the one with the Broncos, come on, man. If y'all don't know that was rigged, you really didn't watch the Super Bowl. Because there ain't no way in hell you overthrow Ted Ginn Jr. And there's no way that Cam does what he does, watching that football fall on the field and not go in after it, talking about he didn't want to get himself hurt. And then you see him after the post game. Come on, man. I'm getting off topic. Either way, period, point blank, Cap won't be coming back. You'll have C.J. Beathard. You'll have Nick Mullins. I still believe we can win with C.J. Beathard because we still have Matt Breida. We still have Alfred Morris. We still have all our receiving weapons. Nobody has gone from there. What I can say is our defense is playing a lot better than they did last year at this point when, we were doing anything. So we are coming up, like I said, our next game is against the Chargers. And if we finish the first quarter of the season 2-2, that's not a negative. That's still at 500. Remember, Cardinals ain't won a game. The Seahawks just got their first win. The only team we really have to worry about in the division is the Rams. So I'm going to do my next video based on what's going on with the Chargers and see what we got. I'll give y'all a couple of stats and some game tape, as far as, not necessarily game tape, but, just some stats and some things to be able to, kind of rest your head on. But at the same time, once again, C.J. Beathard is our starter. Nick Mullins is our backup. We're going forward with those 2 guys. We're bringing another guy to possibly sign to the practice squad. I don't think we're going to run with 3 quarterbacks actively on the roster. It's a waste because we got that roster spot for something else. There are a couple of injury updates that I will give to you. If you haven't watched it, it looks like we've got a couple of people out, i.e. Sherm and Tart. They're definitely out. Sherm's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a calf strain. It was on his left calf, so it has nothing to do with his Achilles. And there's just a few more things that I'll touch on in the next video just to be able to see exactly who's starting and what we're doing and where we're headed. But like I said, C.J. Beathard is the starter. Nick Mullins is the backup. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments section, and I'll answer anything that I can. Till then, be easy, stay blessed. And if you haven't gone to the gym today, get in the gym. Because I did. Today I went there, and I went hard. It was back and biceps today, baby. So, you got to make sure that you keep your mind sound, your body sound, stay blessed, and be easy.